Today we're going to be installing our rear beam brace from eSpring on our Project Versa. The tools you're going to need to do this job is you're going to have an 18mm ratchet wrench and a regular standard 18mm wrench. You're going to need, I'm not sure what size Allen wrench this is, but it is a rather decently sized Allen wrench. A 14mm deep well socket, and then your brace, and then the bolts that it comes with. It also comes with two brackets. The brackets are already installed on the car mainly because it's very time consuming to wrench the nuts off the car. But this is where your brackets are going to mount up at. You take your 18mm wrench, put it on the inside right here. Can't miss it. Put it right here, and you're going to have to put the ratchet wrench up here. Sorry, just kind of filling this here. On this nut right here. You're going to have to wrench this nut off the back. Don't back the front bolt out. Just take the nut off the back, because if you try to take this bolt out, it's not going to work and you're going to have a bad time. But like I said, the bracket's already installed because this part's a little time consuming, but you're going to have to wrench that nut off the back, put your bracket up here, and tighten it up. Okay. Both sides are already done. Our brackets are already installed. Now we're actually going to install the brace.
And I'm helping.
Alright. What you're going to do is take your hardware, put one washer on the front side, run your brace up here, run the bolt through, put your washer on the back. Do not tighten each individual side up yet. It's going to take a minute. Just kind of get the nut up there and get it started. That way it's kind of hanging up there. Then we're going to go over to the other side. Kind of put everything together, that way we don't lose any of the washers or anything. So you're going to take your brace, push it up there, run your bolt through. Just a second. So like I said, these brackets have already been installed, so tell you what, I might have to end up taking one of these brackets loose.
It's just a tight fit.
Very tight fit. The brace was already installed on the car, so it's where it needs to be. It's just trying to get everything lined back up. Not like that.
One thing to keep in mind is never get frustrated when working on a car, because this is the real side of working on a car.
Yep.
One bolt. It's so simple, but look at how difficult it's going to be for us. You can always take a hammer, and if you really wanted, and hammer that bracket out a little bit. That is an option. So I think that's all it is. It's like not, you know what I'm saying, out enough.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's not out enough. Gotta be careful that exhaust stop. There it goes. There. See? There it is. Alright. Once again, put your washer up there. Ain't no sense in editing it out, you know, a fuck up, because nobody's perfect.
Yeah, that's the one thing all these channels do. Like, they'll edit out everything except putting the bolt in and it just drops in. No, this is 5 minutes of us actually struggling on 2 bolt. and don't forget to wash your nuts. Washer your nuts.
Alright. Throw your Allen wrench in there. Make sure you get one that's good and snug. I mean, I don't know the size on this, guys, because it's not printed on this, and it's just one that I kind of pulled out of the box. It didn't have any marking on it. I just found one that fit in there snug and it wouldn't go anywhere. But throw your Allen wrench on there and your 14mm deep well socket. Start turning on her. Get her up there good and taut. And then we're going to go over and tighten up the other side. Now what you could do is you could actually put the brace on and put these brackets on, but you'll fight with a little bit more and it'll get a little bit more fine-tuning where you want it. The reason why I'm having to do this, and believe it or not, the brace is going to come right back off the car, is, Nick, if you'll pan up here, the way this aftermarket shit put together exhaust from a janky shop runs, it actually touches the brace. See? Whenever the car's running and the car's in gear, it actually will touch. So that's why I'm not cinching these down too tight, because I'm going to have to take it right back off the car.
And for a quick fix, you could actually, if you want to get some of that exhaust out, that would dampen some of the sounds and keep the heat from just eating through that paint on there.
Yeah, see, it actually did rub a spot. I should have showed that on the race. It rubbed a small spot on the couple of days that I actually did run this on the car. Right. I will say it does do its job. Paired with the E-spring like rear sway bar here, dude, these two in a combo are fucking fantastic. They're actually on sale on E-spring right now. You can actually get this rear beam brace for a relatively good price. I think it's $80, and then you pay international shipping. Their rear sway bar is $100, and then you pay international shipping. So I got the rear beam brace and the 4-point front brace for free because they're my sponsor, and these are prototypes. But the sway bar with the international shipping, you're only going to spend $180, and to me that's like the best suspension add-on to the Versa that you can buy, because it actually stabilizes the ass end of the car. So what we're going to do now is come out here, because I got some bad news about that 4-point subframe brace. One of my bolts actually fell out of it a few days ago, and I went and bought a new bolt. We just got the car jacked up and was going to put the new bolt in, got the new bolt in, and then looked over and found this. She broke. Not even at the weld. She broke pretty damn good. Yeah. The sad thing is the Versa was not even being raced. It's just daily driving.
That happens with prototypes. That can happen with anything, though.
That's why it's called a prototype. They sent it to me to test out to see how it would handle. It was doing really good, and well, now it's broke. So I'm gonna have to let them know tonight that their prototype they sent me is damaged, and they're gonna have to do something about maybe reinforcing the welds, or
more than they already have.
Doing something to kind of reinforce the material a little bit, or use a heavier grade material. But today that's all we got. Kind of keep with us. We got some more videos coming the way. Another video that's going to be going up within the next couple of days is the how to replace your ABS sensor on the Versa. This upcoming month, I know I've spoken a little bit about it. The turbo parts are going to come in to start going into the Versa. This motor that's in the car now will be coming out, and we're going to be putting a built MR20DE engine 2.0, right? I already got a built head waiting to come in. The block that I've got coming in is a 2.0 MR20 block. It's been milled and it's been sleeved. We're going to be throwing in some JE 86mm 9 to 5 to 1 compression pistons. We're going to be throwing in some Potter rods, ARP rod bolts, and some ARP head studs. And Crowder Cams is actually going to be doing some regrinds on our camshafts. So when everything gets done and gets here, it's going to be a few months waiting to get everything here. But once it's put together, the motor's actually going to go in the car. We're going to get it running, get it broken in, and we're going to start putting together the turbo kit. Most of everything that is coming in is everything I need, minus some of the electronics and the fuel system running, and the actual turbo and the wastegate itself. So far, this is all that's done to the Versa. It's just got a KC throttle body spacer, a DC Sports cold air intake that's you know, the label has since fallen off of. OBX header and a Stillen exhaust that got messed up by a rinky-dink little shop. Don't let rinky-dink shops do your exhaust. Big no-no. It's also got a racing line, solid lower torque mount. It's got Stop Tech rotors and pads, and it's got an agency power brake kit. Or, well, agency power brake line kit. Buh.
Go Stop Tech.
Go Stop Tech.
And Rock Auto for cheap ass parts.
Right.